Greetings, fellow colonists. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Frostwardens, episode 46, The Bite of Deep Winter. One of the nice things about making components is it's a really good way for... Oh, shoot. It's a really good way for pawns to grind their crafting skill. Alright, we're getting cold enough that we need a warming station in between the run, because it's negative 87 Celsius. It's pretty terrible out. It is, as we call it, the suck. Oh, God. No, stay. Okay, actually, yeah, go there. And right there. Just don't even move. Wishbringer is like struggling, figuring out where he can warm up. And I left this door open to try to have the heat bleed from this room out to warm the tunnel in between as well. Not going to do much, but it will do. It will. Actually, I'm going to do the inverse. Heat to the south. Wishbringer's like, stop it, I'm cold. Just to take the edge off. Looks like the next priority here, now that we have 4 new benches for food, is to make some weapons. What weapons should I make? So, thumb on the scale a little bit. I've been using this pillbox to fire on raiders that are 28 cells away. The reason to mention this is heavy SMGs only fire 23 cells. So normally heavy SMGs would be my go-to weapon because they are relatively accurate for low-skill shooters. But in this case, because of the range, assault rifles might make more sense. They're more costly and less accurate, but they have a range of 31, which allows them to fire on the back wall from the defensive pillbox. I could still go with heavy SMGs because I will be drying out this area of the kill box, and I could use the dried up area to then design better defenses. So like I could put a shooting pillbox around here facing west or something like that, right? Like I could use the dried up area to make use of a heavy SMG if you still want heavy SMGs. I would just need to redesign the defenses a little bit. So it's going to be up to you. So I'm going to include a heavy SMG, sniper rifle, assault rifle. And the benefit of the assault rifle is obviously allow you to fire on enemies before most of the enemies can fire on you. That's usually only really all that useful when you have faster run speed. So for your joggers and fast walkers. But it's a really good way to reduce enemy numbers before they can reach your base. That might make more sense when I have the ability to run a little bit faster by recovering some of the injuries that we've had and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm going to include that in the voted priority as well. So there we go. What should we make? And whatever weapons we do end up choosing, they're relatively expensive. So, you know, it's going to be slow rolling out these weapons. But obviously, those that need weapons that don't have any are going to be high priority. Also, I made a third door here just to try to, like, insulate the base a little bit more. I'm going to obviously leave it open. I've explained why like 1,000 times now, but 3 open doors might insulate a little bit better than 2. As you can see, there's a temperature gradient going outwards. It's 67, 74, 76, and 80 on the outside. Hypothetically, you can just have a bunch of doors, but I think I'm good with 3. The workshop is getting to be sort of uncomfortably cold without another heater. I know it's not a double insulated room. That might have been a design flaw. I guess time will tell. And it looks to me like the majority of you want to roll out assault rifles. So for that, I just need a lot more steel. I need to hit the deep drill for iron. And I think one way to do that is to flick the wood drill off so that our wood drillers prioritize the coal and steel instead. Or coal and iron. So each assault rifle, if you did want assault rifles, and it looks like that will win in the poll, I'll just, I'll call this early, 15 seconds early, but it is far and above the winner. I think having like one sniper rifle is useful, especially for siege sites, so that we can plink at the siegers. But it's 60 steel, 7 components. Each component is 25 steel. So it's a pretty high cost per rifle. We are almost done with wooden walls in this section. That's awesome. God, we're getting hypothermic like in warmed rooms now. It is bad out there. It's negative 92 Celsius. It's just the start of winter. Oh my God. Game wants us to freeze to death. New record lows. What range does sniper rifle has? Sniper rifles have a range of 45 or 44.9, I think. Yeah, it's actually 44.9. I don't. The game rounds a little bit. I don't think it's a full 45 cells. Do we have the power to add more heaters? Sort of. I just don't know where the heaters go. So here's something to keep in mind. As long as we're not hypothermic, we're almost never going to be able to keep a room comfortable. Right? Like, the power requirements to keep a room comfortable are near unaffordable. So the main concern is to keep the grow room warm enough that it doesn't stunt plant growth. Which, at the moment, it's actually getting stunted. I think we're going to need another heater in the farm to help with plant growth offset. Oh, come on. There. So the next batch of steel will go to a heater. Shona, thank you for the resub. Ooh, you botched. Yeah, it's because you're dangerously hypothermic. I also just realized I could close one of these doors. Maybe I'm going to destroy this door and replace it with wood, so it opens and closes faster. You haven't warmed up yet, Wish. What the hell, man? What research are we doing right now? Advanced Fab. Oh, god dang it. Can y'all stop botching? Alright, Alright, this door needs to get closed. It's too cold in here with it open. I just realized. Fish, are you ready for a long iron mine? Yeah, you are. Perfect. I'm going to lock you in there. Trying to micromanage him so he does a lot at once. New lovers, Sheep and Madsen. Well, that's useful. So the difference is pilgrims need to be married to share rooms. Sheep and Madsen are not pilgrims, they're stalwarts. They have more of a free love concept. So I can have them sleep together, which saves space. Sheep is sleeping in here. Madsen is sleeping in here. So maybe what I'll do is I'll put Wishbringer in this bed. And then a double bed in here for Sheep and Madsen. And that way, the heater that we were making here is no longer needed. We'll just move the stockpile heater in. That saves me materials. The Arc produces 7,200 kilowatts now. Or watts, not kilowatts. How much does the farm run? 18 times 70 plus 2,900 when the light is on. And then 18 times 70 when it's off. Plus the heaters themselves, which is 175 times 4. It's obviously the most power-hungry part of the base by a lot. So this is 70, 58, 66. We'll have this be 52? Or I'll do 54. I'm trying to offset it so that not all the heaters have to run at once. So all in all, that is... If everything is on, it's 175 times 4 plus 18 times 70 plus 2,900 total. Plus the lights, which is 15 each. It's a lot of power to keep us fed. Steward bless the Ark. I think we're about to have our first strawberry harvest. Alright, fish. You did a very good job. Do you need a break? Yes. And I think after the next portion of coal, I'm going to move the coal drill up to the iron node. Because we need 4 times more iron than we need coal to make steel. No, not right. Oh, whatever. Let's have another voting session. Voting session 21. Here are the proposals. The stalwarts wish to embrace automation efficiency rather than manual labor. And they wish to gain the benefit of automation efficiency. The pilgrims, on the other hand, would like to get better from work drives so that work drives last longer. Basically, work smart or work hard, as that boils down to. The stalwarts are willing to compromise, however, to gain the benefits from automation efficiency and to add art to the dining room, which is a bit self-serving if you ask me, because they do have a desire for art. So it's kind of like, oh, we'll make your dining room nicer for you and for us. And the pilgrims, on the other hand, would like to benefit from work drive, and as a result, we'll offer these stalwarts an extra hour of free time. You can also defer to me or abstain from voting. So 60 seconds on the clock here. And the hydroponic room requires about 2/3 of my total power generation. What is automation efficiency? Automation efficiency is the ability to use electric workbenches more efficiently. Would be the explain like I'm 5. Okay, I think that wraps up the poll. The stalwarts uncompromisingly have won the poll, the voting session. And as a result, in their ideology, they're no longer disenfranchised, they're just downtrodden because they've won twice in a row. And they've gained automation efficiency. From the wordwork of a simple bow to the grand manufactorums, or factorums, a craftsman knows how to craft with efficiency. So electric work table speeds have gone up. And subsequently, the pilgrims are now upset. The stalwarts are less upset. So thank you for voting. And hopefully we'll see a bit of a benefit here. I wonder if it applies to research speed. Yeah. Yeah, see? So here's an example. Ideologen. No, that's different. Take that back. We would see it benefited like this. What is... It's hard to... I don't know where the work speed calculation is at the moment. General work speed is hard worker. This would be not construction. What are we doing right now? We are fabricating, which is a crafting speed. Well, it should be helping. I'm not sure where the stat point is, though. Yeah. Oh, well, you can see the work speed factor here is 105. It would be lower. Like if I put someone else on the... If I put a pilgrim on the workbench, it would be obviously not 105. It would be like 70 because of the cold. I just forget how to see the breakdown of this work speed factor as a result of temperature. Oh, here it is. Yeah, here we are. Bad temperature, 70%. But automation efficiency precept, 150%. So it is essentially negating the bad temperature. And if I raise the temperature in this room, not that that would be reasonable to do given our constraint on power, but if I was to raise the temperature in that room, we would fabricate at 150% speed. Or, which, you know, is pretty nice. I don't think it applies to research speed, though. No, it doesn't, because it's not a workbench. But it will help with machining tables, smelters. Not the hand tailor, though, because the hand tailor is not electrified. But, it helps quite a bit. So I have enough steel for one assault rifle. I guess. And I'll try to get one made with Zeusin now. But I'm a little worried about going down to 0 components, so I'm going to make the spare component first, just in case something important breaks down. Alright, once this coal portion is mined, I'll also move that up to the iron. I said I would, and then I never really got around to it. Look at all the lovely berries. So yeah, here's another case of the work speed bonus being applied to the machining table. Axios has another work drive. I'm going to wake you up in the middle of the night to hit fish pick with it so that we can get as much iron as possible. No, don't leave. And I think I'm going to keep this heater on just to take the edge off of the hypothermia in the tunnels. But I'll open up both doors. Quite the power couple here. I like it. Who should the rifle go to? I might not leave this to polling. JD is a jogger and would benefit from, like, but has a skill of 7. Winter has a skill of 6. Cardinal, probably Zeusin herself with a shooting of 14. But Wishbringer's up there as well. I'm going to do Cardinal, because Cardinal can give his bolt-action rifle to someone else. Whereas, like, Wishbringer has a bio-coded one, as does JD, so they can't hand their rifles off to anyone else. Zeusin, you're starving. Let's fix that. Quite a lot of iron we're taking. We just got a double portion. Only leaving 5 behind. Not bad at all. Ugh. Hate when the camera does that. Just autosave fling. I keep skipping her, like, sleep. It's not very nice of me. But I want the assault rifle just that badly. So... Zeusin... Actually, I'm going to have Zeusin take it. So that Zeusin has longer range, and then... Sheep will take the SMG, or Winter rather, because Winter has Bloodlust, so having an SMG will help. And then Sheep will take the Molotovs. And we're able to do a whole bunch of batches of... Stop wandering around outside, Axios! You're crazy. Nice. Our steel's almost up to 300. And Zeusin's gonna crank through some components so that we can make another one. And the next one can go to, like, Cardinal, and then Cardinal's Bolty can go to Sheep. So that all of our ranged... has ranged weapons. Do the ponds need closer zones? You know, so he's wandering around like in empty snow. So it's not that he's doing something. He's not working out of base. What I guess what I could do is remove the snow zone out here, so he won't wander outside. It's just like an idle pawn thing to do, I guess. That's why I wasn't worrying about it, but given how many times he's gotten hypothermia, maybe I'll stop him from actually wandering out here. Because I'm getting kind of tired of it. Just annoying having to paint the zones so much. If only there was an intelligent way to do, like, fill. So I think one more assault rifle might be the scope of the priority, but then if you want me to continue making better arms and armor, not that I have access to better armor, but continue working on that project, you can just revote for it. Oh, fish pick is idle. Do I have a spare drill anywhere? I do. Rather than you being idle, just mine some wood. I'm out of my stockpile of wood anyway, so that helps. There is a fill mod? Oh, neat. My addiction to painting... painting in the lines maybe won't allow me to ever use it, though. But I like that there is one. Zatse, thank you for the sub. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're entertained. I'm gonna turn off the research room for a bit. We don't really have use of a hospital, and Zuzin has a lot of crafting tasks queued up, so I don't think she's gonna need to be in there for a while. I'm like a little tempted to add another heater in the crafting room, just because it is getting really cold. Should I try to warm up the workshop? Yes, with a heater. Yes, with double insulated walls, or no? There's parts of this workshop that aren't double insulated. I could add another layer wall here and up here. I can't do much here without having to redesign the walkway here, but I could redesign the walkway by just modifying the stockpile a bit. Wouldn't necessarily be against that. And it looks like the yays are going to have it. Just planning ahead. So I'm going to resolve that. I'll try to make it warmer. In the case of this wall here, I'm gonna have to make a little bit of redesign. But it gives our idle people in the base something to do, I suppose. Winter, why are you sleeping there? You've got a bed. Go use it. So Zuzan's trying to crank out, let's go up to 10 components, and then 7 of them will be earmarked for the assault rifles, and then I'll make another assault rifle. And we have enough for another portion of steel, so I'll get that going as well. Oh god, don't botch. I think for once I'm gonna have my miners prioritize construction over mining so they don't waste stone. Because I can't bear to watch them just like burn through our stone supply by screwing up the construction project. And yeah, to answer your question, the reason why I stripped up the tiles is you regain stone from that. The reason I'm not stripping up the flagstone is you don't regain stone stripping up flagstone. One might argue that I should just only build tiles everywhere, but I like the aesthetic of the flagstone, which is why I mix it up. Even if you can't recover the invested materials. I am almost out of limestone, though. We could get in hypothermic so often. The reason for the air gap here is security. So that if raiders sap this corner, because it is one of the most exposed corners of the base, they don't go immediately into my stockroom and steal all my stuff, which would be terrible. So that was by design, not to share a wall. And to further explain, early on, we had a finite, and we still actually do have a finite amount of advanced components. We can't make them. And if our advanced components were stolen before we built the fabrication bench, and stolen because raiders entered our stockroom and took them and left with them, it would be a game over situation. Because there's just really no way to get advanced components besides the ones we kind of started with. So that's why I wanted to make sure our stockroom couldn't get burgled, because we would just be screwed. We would just lose. So that's why I made sure this didn't share a wall with the outside, so that if sappers did come in here, they would path to us rather than just break into our stockroom and steal stuff and screw us over. That would not be a good situation to be put in. Yeah, some resources are just simply too precious. At this point, now that we have... If I had a few more advanced components, I feel a little bit more safe, because we still can't manufacture them. Because there is, of course, the possibility that this wall gets broken into, they destroy our fabrication bench, and take our advanced component, and then we'd also be screwed. One could argue that in that case, we should have like a doubly insulated wall. I just don't have the building materials for it. But I know to defend our workshop, like tooth and nail, to prevent that scenario from occurring. I don't think we've really mined a bunch of iron. All of the iron that we were getting, they just, like, took it easy and stopped amassing it. So many idle colonists. Well, a little bit of redesign. We didn't lose too much storage space, just like one double shelf or so. And we'll have a double insulated workshop, which is going to help a little bit with the ambient temperature. And I'm going to start issuing micromanaged orders for our best miners to just get mining. So changing the construction priority back to what it was. But Fishpick is not going to survive the trip up to the mining tunnel, so he has to turn back. Alright, the advanced components, that, or rather, the regular components and the steel that we need for this project are done. So Zeusing can get to work on the assault rifle. I don't want anyone getting patched up in that hospital because the hospital is not heated at the moment. Yo, stop going up there. You're going to freeze to death trying to travel up there. One meal left. Yeah, in many cases, if my designs seem weird to you, it's not that I'm infallible, but like a lot of the times I design things in a weird way that I might not explain, but like there's a very good reason for it, even if it's not explained fully. Like the reason I always leave my doors open. I did go through the long-winded explanation of explaining valid path to avoid raiders from being able to bust holes in our walls, which then I demonstrated by accidentally closing the door and having raiders bust even larger holes in my wall, causing a whole infestation of insects. But a lot of the design decisions here are similar in nature in that it might look weird, but it's done for a very good reason. $200 meals. That's a big batch. And we still have food left over. Alright, fish pick Cardinal, how tired are you? You're quite tired. Why did you even come up here? Lemon, thank you, Lemonade. Thank you for the resub. Winter, you're highly skilled at the NPM button? Yes, you are. Well, that's not what I wanted to make, but alright. I guess we need a toque too. That's a weird place to hang out for hypothermia. The, like, hole between airlocks. You know, it's, like, significantly warmer one step to the north. But, you know, to each their own. You want to freeze? I won't stop you. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Frostwardens, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow pilgrims and stalwarts.